So you fold a playing card and a bill in half, and then you hold them together like a cross. Watch what happens next. Slowly and visually, that card begins to melt through the bill like a ghost. Look. See it slowly fading through, all the way to the other side.
Two borrowed objects, a banknote and a playing card. Watch. Do the same with the banknote. Now we'll do this in two ways, the easy way and the hard way. The easy way looks like this. And it's easy because it's not magic. I'm just piercing a hole through the bill. But watch, don't look away. This is the hard way. Just like that. No slits, no holes. Everything can be examined, everything can be kept, and if you want to learn the secret to how this works, then just keep watching the video. Welcome back to another Tutorial Tuesday. My name's Lloyd, and today is the big one. It's the day we've all been waiting for. Anyone that's been following the channel knows that for the last year, I have been teasing something, but I'll tell you about that in a moment. First, some house cleaning. If you would like to win my very own custom designed moonshine playing cards that are fully marked, including the gimmick that we make in today's video in US or UK currency, then all you need to do, as always, is make sure you subscribe to the channel and comment something down below. Now I'm going to teach you how that trick works that you've seen at the beginning of the video, and hopefully how some of you can make it at home, because it's quite tricky. But before we do, I have to tell you this. It's been almost a year in the making. The stuff that I teach on my YouTube channel, you guys know, is the B-side material. It's the stuff that I don't mind teaching publicly for free. But I've never taught my A-side material, my top class, best kept secret before. But all that is changing today, because right now, finally, my Patreon is open. The official Society of Secrets is now live. If you can't wait, head to patreon.com/LloydB. The link is down below, it's also on screen. But for everyone else, check out this short video, and then I'm going to teach you how to make and perform today's trick. What you just saw was a fraction of some of the magic that I've created and taught in some way, shape or form over the past few years. At the start of 2022, I began uploading weekly magic tutorials to my YouTube channel where I could share my simple, fun and interesting magic creations. But for all the magic I've ever shared, I've never given away my best secrets. And that's for two real reasons. Most of the stuff isn't quite the type of material that you would turn into a product. And the rest of it, it's just too good for YouTube. After much contemplation, I've decided that the time is now. The Society of Secrets is my membership where every month you'll learn exclusive new tricks that I've never taught before. From brand new material to my style reimagined classics and the material that I use to fool magicians at conventions all over the world. Plus, for the very first time ever, I'll be teaching in depth my creative process. All ready and waiting to go inside the membership are things like my slow motion, fully impromptu coin and bottle, where a coin slowly melts into a borrowed bottle, and everything is immediately kept. I've never ever taught this before, and it's my most guarded secret. An ambitious card finale where the signed card is outjogged and the deck is placed inside a box, and you can visually see that signed card melt through every single card to the top of the deck. A borrowed, gimmickless triumph where the deck is actually shuffled face up into face down, not just by you, but also by your participants. But the best thing about it is that this feels like real magic. All of these, plus more, and a constant stream of newly added content every single month. If that wasn't enough, you'll be invited into the private Society of Secrets Discord server, where you can chat openly every single day with myself and the community about everything and anything magic. We also have regular and exciting video group chat sessions where myself and the rest of the community all take part to workshop and jam brand new creations and ideas. All of this, plus some special features by some of the best creators in the world, access to exclusive members-only collectibles, and a couple more surprises up my sleeve. You get all of this for the cost of one coffee per week. Become a member of the Society of Secrets today by visiting patreon.com/LloydB. And everyone who signs up today will get my out-of-print Rebel lecture notes as a free PDF gift. This has been a long, long time coming, and I'm so excited to finally share it all with you. The first thing you need to do is open up Photoshop and drop in images that you can find in Google of your local currency. So we have US dollars or UK £5 notes. I'm going to show you how to make it with US dollars, but in the performance I'm using a British £5 note. So I opened it up in Photoshop, and then I searched what is the dimensions for a US dollar bill, and it's 6.14 by 2.61 inches. So then in Photoshop, I open up a new print document, and I'll go 6.14, 2.61, set it to inches, and make sure the color mode is CMYK because this is for print. So open that up, which gives me a dollar bill dimension. I can drop the dollar bill in there, and now this will be accurate to scale. So if I set this as a canvas, I scale it up to be exact. Now I'm going to find the halfway point, crop down, remove the background layer, and then I can add a mask to this file, get a black brush with a softened edge, and then just carefully fade away the bill like this. Then I can save it as a PNG, so I can press this, save it as a PNG to my documents like this, and now I'm going to go online and search for clear sticker printers. Once I find a company that I can use that are close to me, I can then take the file and print it out and wait for the stickers to arrive. If you're a member of the Society of Secrets, then you don't have to worry about doing any of the photoshopping. I've done it for you. The UK and the US dollar bill files, fully ready to print, are available for you to download right now inside your members area over on Patreon. Once you have your sticker, I took some flimsy plastic, clear plastic from some packaging that I had. I cut it to size and stuck the sticker on, and then just trimmed it all up. And that left me with this gimmick right here. Now you can use this gimmick in two ways. You can either prefix it to the bill, like I did for the video, which looks better if you're going to do this on social media, or if you work in a sort of parlor bar setting, like if you're behind the bar or table setting, where people don't need to immediately examine the bill. If, however, you want to do this detachable, so you can borrow a bill, borrow a card or bank card, whatever you want to do, like a credit card, you can then just attach the gimmick to the bill, perform the effect, and steal the gimmick off. And the way to do that is very simply, you stick your sticker to the flexible plastic, wherever you're going to use, but I don't cut it directly to size on the ends. I let the plastic be a little bit longer than the sticker, and then I can fold it back on itself kind of like this. Now, I don't have one to show you because this is my last gimmick, but just basically it's going to hook over the ends so that when you borrow a bill secretly, and I'll show you the handling now, you're going to have the gimmick just hidden in your hand like this, and I'll change the angle. But essentially all you're going to do is as you borrow a bill, you can just hook it over and it'll just hook on either end to the top and bottom of the bill, and you can just hold it in position and then steal it off at the end. So just to show you, you can just palm the gimmick in sort of like a gambler's cop, but when your hands are by your side, you just can't see anything. And because you're not stealing away a full bill, it's very easy to hide. Then when you borrow the bill from somebody, you can put a crease in it and underlay the gimmick on the bill. Okay, so you can come over, line it up, and then if you have those plastic hooks cut into the gimmick, you can just hook it over. And this is stick tape. This isn't plastic because this is an old gimmick. But you can imagine you just hook it over on the bottom and the top. Then you're going to go in to perform the effect just like I'm about to teach you. And finally, when you finish the trick, everything's here. You can finish, take the card, say you can examine this. The moment they reach out to take the card to examine it, you just literally steal the gimmick straight off and hand it to them, so nothing goes out of view. So whether you've prefixed your gimmick in place or you have the detachable gimmick, the core handling is essentially the same, and I'll talk about the difference with removing the gimmick after. But it looks like this. I crease the bill before I begin. Even if it's borrowed, I just put a crease in it because the gimmick hides better like this. If it's flat, you can sometimes quite clearly see some discoloration. But when it's bent, because of the way light works, there's always going to be one side of the bill which is darker or lighter than the other, like sun shining over a rooftop. So it really hides that gimmick nicely. So I begin by holding my thumb on the gimmick and pointing it towards myself. Okay, so it's towards me. And the same with the card, I hold it like this. Now I can flash everything. So first up, I'm going to fold the card like this. Or you can use a bank card or another bill. You can use anything you want. Then I do the same with the bill, and this is how it works. The gimmick is pointing towards myself, and I fold up. Okay, so the gimmick is here. It's on the top part of the bill. This is the printed side. This is the clear side. I very simply use my middle fingers to fold it up like that. Okay, so it comes up and under. And then I can crease. And now what I'm going to do is, if I show you, the printed part of the gimmick is here. I'm just going to, with my right hand, twist it this direction, okay? So now the fold is on my left side and the printed part of the gimmick is up top. I say there's two ways to do this, the easy way and the hard way. For the easy way, it looks like I thread the card between the bill, like this. But the reality is very different. I actually place it between the gimmick and the front of the bill. But from the front and behind, it looks like this. Okay? And I say the easy way is this, and I'm going to pretend that I'm struggling to pierce it through. Alright? But the reality of the situation is that. Because you would struggle to pierce it through the bill. So I pierce it through, fake pierce it through, and now I can show all around. This is a really clean display. And now is the next part. Don't rush this, but also don't go too slow. You want to start as if you're just slicing through the bill, and then change the motions into circular motion. So this is back and forth, that's the start, and then this is circular. I'm beginning to go circular. And I know that when I get to about here, it looks to the audience like it's starting to fade through. The close-up reality is actually this, okay? So it gets towards the bottom of the bill. Now, because I've sealed mine, it gets stuck there, right? So I just time it so it comes through, it fades, it gets towards the bottom, and then in one last rotation, I just rotate out, just like that. Okay? Now, when you're doing this with the detachable gimmick, you can immediately hand the card out to be examined. So they hand the card out to be examined. You can then palm off the detachable gimmick. So if this one was detachable, you could literally just palm this off like that, okay? As you hand the rest of the bill out. It's just that moment of immediately, and it makes sense. It makes perfect practical sense. It comes here, out, hand it straight to them, because they're going to think this is gimmicked, or maybe there's something tricky with the card. They don't know how this works, don't forget. So you can hand it straight to them. If you don't have the detachable version, what I do is I immediately sort of turn my hand upside down and I open the bill this way, okay? Or you can just place your fingers inside and turn and open like that, right? And that's just going to stop this from opening. And it feels like they get this 360 display of all the bill. But what's nice is that they can stare at this section for as long as they want. And I can just then casually turn it all around in my hands, okay? And then I can do the same with the card and casually show that too. So if you have the gimmick stuck to the bill, just like this, then the way I perform it is to finish the effect. So we're here, comes all the way through the bill, boop, 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 just like this, comes out, I open it and show it. I do the same with the playing card, and then I'm the magician, and to me, this shouldn't be as impressive to the audience because I know what's about to happen. So what you do is, it's all in your demeanor. If you don't feel guilty or look guilty, they don't think there's going to be guilt involved. So this isn't as good as doing it with the detachable version, obviously, because they get to examine everything. But also, if you're doing this in a parlor setting, or if you're at a bar especially, or a coffee shop, there will be some distance between you and the audience. One of the natural things to do is you've finished the trick. This is the trick done. So you can quite simply go ahead, put it away in your pocket, because you've done the trick, right? So you put it in your pocket, you've done the trick. But what I would secretly have in there is a duplicate bill, folded with a crease in exactly the same orientation, and I place it in the pocket and wait for someone. Somebody will ask, can I see that bill? Was there really no slits, no holes? And you need to just very confidently, in your acting ability, act like you've been a bit rude, like you didn't think about them enough. So you show them the trick, you put it away, and someone then says, could I take a look at that bill? And you're like, oh my God, I'm so sorry, I didn't even think. Here you go, check it out. And what you're gonna do is just pull out the switched bill with the normal playing card. So if in your pocket up here, or in your back jeans pocket, or your coat pocket, anything you want. But as long as you just feel like it's not you being shady, it's just you, that it's an oversight that you've finished the trick. Ta-da, boom, thank you, put it away. Wait, don't put it away, then take it out or ask. If they don't want to see it, great. A lot of people will, especially these days, a lot of people will film magic on their phones. Most of you probably know this. So as you're performing, especially a trick that's at chest level, a lot of your audience, maybe even all of them, will take their phone out. And what you find is when the trick is finished, people will immediately look down at their phones and start watching the recording back, which gives you all the time in the world if you do need to do a dirty switch like this. But for the most part, just finish the trick, because to you it's done. Put it away and then wait for someone. And if they do say, can we see the bill? You say, oh, I'm so sorry, I didn't even think. And just hand them back the switched bill, and you're golden. I hope you guys all enjoyed that. This trick has been a baby of mine for so long. You can go back and see on social media. I have been teasing this very trick in today's video for years and years and years. I love it so much. It's so visual. It feels like it encompasses, to me, what real magic should look like. So, as always, I'll be back next Tuesday for another Tutorial Tuesday, as always and forever. But until next time, I'll probably chat to most of you, hopefully, in the Private Society of Secrets Discord server. So head over to patreon.com/LloydB and become a member today. I will see you very, very soon. Peace.